Imani Carter-Reed stood by her mother's window, watching the gray Baltimore sky melt into a soft drizzle. Her overnight bag sat near the door, the one Marcus had bought her last Christmas, dark brown leather with her initials pressed in gold. It had been 3 years since she'd married Marcus Reed, and though his life had changed, money, business, high-rise offices, she'd never stopped trying to be his anchor. He had gone from a man who once couldn't afford a car to a millionaire who was now on magazine covers. But in her heart, he was still the man who used to kiss her forehead before rushing to job interviews in wrinkled shirts. She'd told him 2 days ago that her mother wasn't feeling well and that she'd spend the weekend helping out. It wasn't entirely untrue. Gloria Sanders had been having dizzy spells lately. But Imani's real reason was hidden behind her soft smile. She wanted to surprise Marcus for his birthday. He'd been working nonstop for months, barely sleeping, missing dinners, always talking about one last project. She thought maybe a surprise, complete with both their families and a cake in his favorite flavor, would remind him that life wasn't just about the next big deal. "Are you sure he doesn't suspect anything?" her best friend Renee asked over the phone. Imani smiled, watching the drizzle turn into steady rain. "Not a clue. I told him I'm staying till Sunday, so he thinks I'm miles away." Renee laughed. "Girl, he's going to faint when he sees the whole crew showing up in his living room with balloons. You better get someone to record his face." Imani chuckled. "That's the plan. I even got the caterer to drop the cake an hour before we get there. Chocolate, caramel layers, his favorite." Her mother, Gloria, walked into the living room, holding a steaming mug of tea. "You sure this is a good idea, baby? Some men don't like surprises." Imani shook her head softly. "Marcus does. Or at least he used to. Lately he's been so distant, Mama. I just want to remind him that he's loved. Maybe it'll bring us back a little." Gloria studied her daughter's face, seeing the quiet hope there. "You've got a good heart, Imani. But don't let that heart break too easy. You hear me?" "I hear you," Imani said, smiling faintly, though she didn't miss the way her mother's voice trembled slightly. The next morning, Imani woke to the faint sound of birds outside and the buzz of her phone. It was Marcus. She answered quickly, smiling even before she spoke. "Hey, baby," she said softly. "Hey," his voice came through, deep and slightly tired. "You at your mom's?" "Yeah," she replied, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "How's work?" "Exhausting. I just got in. Think I'm gonna lie down for a bit," he said. "Didn't sleep much last night." Her heart softened. "You need to rest. I'll call you later, okay?" "All right," he murmured. "Love you." "Love you too," she said, her voice filled with a warmth she didn't question. When the call ended, she sat in silence for a few seconds, smiling to herself. He had no idea. He'd told her he was tired and needed rest, perfect.